Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and we are here with day 10 of my 2019 Christmas series. So I do hope everyone is enjoying what we've put together so far. We've had cards, we've had a junk journal, we've got tags. So much more is coming. So let's get going, and today I am featuring Rubber Stamp Tapestry. This is their Gingerbread Heaven Peg Stamp Set. Now, this is part of their recent release. And I just thought that this was absolutely adorable. The images are so cute. You've got a ginger man, of course. You've got a candy cane, a snowflake, a wrapped piece of candy, and then a circle that looks like a swirl that you could just have fun and make anything that you want. I am going to make them lollipops. Yes. So remember, the peg stamps, they have the registry so that you know how it's going to stamp, what it's going to basically look like when you put it down to paper. Now, I'm also going to use their sentiment, which is also part of their recent release, called Winter Wishes, and we will be using the Baking Spirits Bright. It's fitting, trust me. So, I know I say this every time, but because I'm using my peg stamps, I am going to use my cube inks. Yeah, don't ask. For some reason, I just grab either for my Memento Dewdrops or my cube inks. Maybe because the stamps are small, I have to have small ink pads. I don't know. It's funny, but I enjoy it. So, I am using a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to create a background sheet. Now, I'm going to cut into this, so don't get excited with the background. Now, one of the things that I should have done, again, I've said this before, and I get different comments when I make this statement. So, when there's just some sentiments, when I see them, that kind of tells me which way the card is going to go. Now, again, I get it. Birthday, yeah, holiday, yep, Halloween, yes, very basic, but like those pun sentiments, it just makes me thinking, and a lot of times my cards, when it comes to those different type of sentiments, those pun type sentiments, I'm going to go with that, and it kind of gears me and gives me the inspiration on how my card is going to look. This is definitely one of them. So, thinking Baking Spirits Bright, well, that made me go a couple different ways. So what I should have done when I had this idea, what I should have done was added so much more stamping to this panel. I should have filled it. I should have had less white space. But don't get me wrong, I like the way this came out. But you know what? Don't be scared. Fill up that white space. Really tap into it. No pun intended there with that stamping. But I should have just added so much more. That's the beauty of these peg stamps for me. You can just keep stamping, stamping, stamping. You can stamp over them. You know, it's not like traditional stamping where we want to mask. And don't get me wrong, you can mask these as well. But sometimes when it comes to like the clear polymer stamps or something like that, you know, we want a mask. We want something to be in the front, you know, because we can't stamp over it because of the way the stamp is. These are just different. You can stamp over each other. And you can have fun with them. I get so much inspiration just looking at the card, the piece of paper that shows the stamps right from the get-go. It's like, oh, that looks great with all of this being stamped there and on top of each other. You don't lose the image. So, well, that was a lot of rambling. So I'm pulling in a light set, die set. Now, this is from Lawn Fawn. This is an older set. Again, if it's still available, I'll make sure that it's linked below. But I'm just going to use two sizes of the dies, the largest and the mid. And I want the solid. I don't want the one with the cutout. To give that highlight. I want to see my images. So you can see with these dies, I've got a lot of white. I should have gone in, and I was thinking about it. Again, go with your gut. Go with that gut. It's not, you're not going to ruin the card. Do I think the card looks bad? Absolutely not. I still love this card. But again, as we look at this, especially when I do a voiceover, again, sometimes you'll hear me giggling because I'm like, what was I thinking on that? Okay, gotta go with it because I did it. Especially with the voiceovers. So, but these are just things, as I'm doing this voiceover, I'm like, you know what? I could have done this. I could have done this. I could have done this. So again, you can change your mind and do different things. So from one design, you can get so many different cards. So now that my die cutting's all done, I used gold for the ornament toppers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 card bases. So I'm going to have a piece of brown and I'm going to cut that to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I'm going to have a white panel that's going to be cut by 4 and 5 1/4. So that brown is going to give me just a little bit of matting around my design panel. Now, sometimes I get a lot of questions. What do I mean by design panel? My design panel is just the piece of cardstock cut to whatever size I'm using. And that's what I put my designs on, whether I'm stamping on it or I'm putting my die cuts on it or my sentiment on it, and then I'm adding my die cuts. That's what I mean by design panel. And then you have that matte panel that comes around. So I'll try to use those those terms because I do love layering to get those different matte colors to come in. I think it adds just a different element. So this extremely fine string, I'm going to have that set down onto an angle, and then I'm going to set my ornaments now, or my lights. So I had 5. I think that would be too many. So I'm just going to go with 3. I always go with an odd number. I don't go with even numbers. Odd numbers is actually, believe it or not, for most, more pleasing to the eye. Now, for some, it is an even number. It all depends. And again, when you look at it, your eyes will tell you. Your eyes will either go, yay, or go, no, 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 we should not do that. That looks sore. That's at least what I say to myself. And my eyes cringe. And I'm doing that now, like you can see me. But you'll know. Your eyes will actually tell you. Again, the sentiment we're using is Baking Spirits Bright. I am going to be using, I believe this is my Desiree K chocolate ink. Because, of course, I didn't write that down. Why would I? Oh, my goodness. So, anyway. So, I was going to use a stamp block. Now, an acrylic block. And you can use the grids. I did choose to use my stamp positioning tool to help get that lined. Now, when it comes to the Rubber Stamp Tapestry sentiments, they were on unmounted red rubber, so you could either use the A-Lanes, tack it over and over, or you can mount it on the Easy Mount foam. I do choose to mount mine on Easy Mount foam. I just find it's better for me. So, and I always try along the bottom of the sentiment to cut it straight. If it's not cut perfectly straight, I'm okay. Again, I am in the world that these are handmade cards. So my phrase is, I am not Hallmark. Again, to have it a little bit crooked, to have it a little bit off, to have those happy accidents that happen, it just helps to say, this is an original. This is an original piece of art. Nobody else is going to be able to do this or make it look like this. So that is how I look at what we create in the paper crafting world, whether it's a card, whether it's a tag, an art journal or a junk journal or anything like that. Yours will always be unique. It's even when somebody asks, can I, the term is case, copy and share everything. I guess that's what the term is. I don't know. And I'm okay with it. It's not going to look exactly like that. Now you're seeing my hands go into different ways and I'm not crazy. I'm actually on the phone with someone, so my hands were kind of going there, and you can see that, you know, I've basically stepped away for a little bit. So, only me. And yes, I finally come back. So, I'm going to use my liquid adhesive and my tweezers to get the ornament, the light ornament toppers on. And then what I'm going to do is I'll be propping these up with some double-sided foam squares so that I can make it look like they're strung onto this string. Now, you could always snip the top of the ornament topper and then, you know, wrap that around it before you adhere that. That would be absolutely adorable, because then it could be behind and then in front. You know, by all means, you can make it look interactive. I just didn't do that only because since I'm propping them up, I didn't want that. Gluing it down would have been awesome. Let's just put it that way. So, again, continuing through, we're going to put on the last ornament and then get that set in place. So, you can see with what I'm referring to, I should have added more. I think these, I love the look. I absolutely love this card. I very much enjoyed it, but I should have added more stamping to it. You know, I'm not seeing all the different peg stamps, you know, because there's 5 different ones here, and I only see one of the green. So I should have added more, and I think it would have looked really cool. By adding the vintage photo, it helped the white ornaments to pop off, and to come off of that page. So there I go throwing my glue. And now I'm going to go around this panel as well with my vintage photo. Yeah, you know that's coming in, right? Vintage photo or white pigment ink. 'Tis the season. And I'm going to adhere that down onto my brown mat. Again, went with the brown because of the gingerbread. Again, baking spirits bright. I immediately thought of a light string with these stamps on them. That was the first thing that I came up with. So, again, I think that's what I mean when it comes to some of those sentiments. I guess some people will say I take them literally. But that's the fun of it. With how we create. We all create in different ways. We all create differently. Different things inspire us. Some people could be inspired by a color. Some people could be inspired by the stamp. Some people can be inspired by a picture. Or something that, when they were showing this to someone, it was something that somebody said. Whatever it is, just go with it. And let it go and have fun. That is what this is always about. So I do hope that you enjoyed today's project. Again, this is day 10 of my 2019 Christmas series. I do hope you're enjoying it. All of the differences, all of the different projects that we're doing. We're sticking with paper, but between cards and tags and even through in a junk journal, you can see how you can celebrate the holidays in so many different ways and enjoy it. As always, the products that I use will be linked down below in the video description if you wanted to check them out. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below as well, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for just taking this little bit, well, maybe a lot of time to watch the video. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe, be a part of my group. Ring the bell, and make sure you hit the thumbs up. By ringing the bell, you're sure to know when the next video is ready for you to watch. I hope everyone's having a great day, but remember what's most important for me. Always be creative.